Well, they wake you in the morning, hear the work bell ring. They march you to the table, see the same old thing. Nothing on the table, no food in your bag. But you better not complain, boy, you get in trouble with the man. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on thee. Let the midnight special shine a light on thee. Let the midnight special shine a light on thee. Yonder came Miss Rosie. How in the world did you know? I knows her by her apron and the clothes she wore. Umbrella on her shoulder, piece of paper in her hand. She come to see the governor, she gonna free her man. So let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. If you ever go to Houston, you better walk right. You better not squabble. You better not fight. Sheriff Rocco will arrest you. Eddie Boone will take you down. You can bet your bottom dollar you're penitentiary bound. So let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine an ever-loving light on me. Thank you so much.
And I would like to thank Dada Veda for reminding us that is a Leadbelly song, because it is also a reminder to me that just about everything that Johnny Rivers did was a cover. So
Johnny Rivers covered this song.
he had a hit version in the 60s because
I don't remember his version. Yeah.
back when Leadbelly, I just learned in the past week, Billboard did not have a chart for blues music until 1942.
Oh.
So Johnny Rivers had the hit, but a lot of people already knew it by Leadbelly, and I think Leadbelly's version is the definitive version. It's just not on elevator music as much.
Right.
So anyhow, so you have actually several covers for us tonight, at least.
I do. I have a few.
Anything you care to tell the audience that may have either missed you the first time or need a refresher?
Well, the thing is, I have a dual role in this world. My main role is really to teach yoga and meditation, and that's the reason for the orange garb. It's the symbol. We talked about it the last time.
Yes.
Orange is the symbol of sacrifice and service, and yeah. So I'm a monk also.
Right.
Anyway, so and then on my other hand, I write music and I sing whenever I get a chance.
You know, it's interesting to me. There are a number of cultures where orange is very important, and I sort of feel like it gets less attention here, but that's why it's nice to have people come talk about it.
Yeah.
So I know in the Netherlands, orange has always been, I think, been the national color.
Yeah, they have. I know the football teams and stuff
Right.
like that. Yeah.
And William of Orange and all that. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So did you want to go ahead and, I know what the next song is, but did you want to go ahead and introduce it, or did you want to say anything about it?
Okay, well, I want to say something about, if you don't know about the Midnight Special, that was a song from prison. It's a prison song, and Leadbelly spent a lot of time in prison.
Yeah, you said penitentiary bound. I don't know who caught that, but...
Yeah, and he was, in fact, he was discovered in the prison, as far as I understand, by John and Alan Lomax. They were looking for folklore of the South, and they found him, and he was a trove of...
You know, I'm glad you brought up Alan Lomax, because I played... I just did a 1999 show, and I believe 1999 was the year that Moby had an album where all the samples were taken from Alan Lomax, Vera Hall, and a number of people from the 30s and 40s who were primarily black folk singers in the South and around the country.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were properly appreciated for most of their lifetime, but it's nice that they finally at least get the acclaim that they deserve.
Definitely.
So.
Okay, next song is a John Denver song.
Yes.
It's a kind of a, I do this a lot on my live streams, and people like it a lot, and so it's kind of a crowd pleaser. It's, people can sing along with it. It's Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Are you aware there is a spa and hot tub company called Almost Heaven of Renwick, West Virginia?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's what I always think of when I hear it. Anyhow, please go ahead.
Okay. Here we go. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning, how she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country road. Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, next, I have some special songs tonight because I've just released a new, it's not released actually, but it's just came to me in the post today. It's a new CD, it's called I'm Just an Average Cosmic Being. And so, I'm just an average cosmic being.
Where will that be available?
It will be available May 16th, but it's available now on, you can pre-order at dadaveda.bandcamp.com.
Well, I would say if after you sell some, if you have any left over, I'd love to play it on WEFT here.
Oh, I'll give you one now even.
That would be great. Thank you.
Great, appreciate that. So anyway, I'm going to do the title song, and the title song is kind of an interesting song. I'm just an average cosmic being. And what happened was when I was abroad, and I think Sweden was, I think. One of my friends saw someone walking down the street with a button that said, "I'm just an average cosmic being." He said, "Can you write a country song with that title?" So I said, I'll give it a go.
This was somebody in Sweden who asked that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, he's very fluent in English. Okay, so first time being played on the air, at least in Champagne. Some folks put on airs, they say they just don't care. Others never think, they quit you in a blink. Me, I'll never leave you, I know what you are feeling. I'm just an average cosmic being. I'm just an average cosmic being. You can shoot for the stars, steer your ship to Mars, but you'll have to go on searching to unravel life's real meaning. Me, I've got a plan, find out all I can. I'm just an average cosmic man. I'm just an average cosmic man. When all is said and done, life's more than just a circus. I hope that you'll agree, we're living for a higher purpose. Me, I've made my mind up to seek and never give up. I'm just an average cosmic being. You know I'm just an average cosmic being. Say I'm just an average cosmic being. Some folks put on airs, they say they just don't care. And others never think, they quit you in a blink. But me, I'll never leave you, I know what you are feeling. But I'm just an average cosmic being. You know I'm just an average cosmic being. You can say I'm just an average cosmic being. Thank you so much, appreciate that. So that's Average Cosmic Being, the title song. And the next one we got coming up, we have to change the harmonica for this. Oh, I have it, actually. I have the right one. The next one is a topical song. So my songs divide into two categories. Some are kind of spiritual, and some are very topical about issues of the day. And back in maybe 2016, some reporters asked some presidential candidates what they thought of billionaires. And those guys and women, or whoever they were, they gave their answers. But they didn't ask me, I wasn't a candidate, but I have an opinion, so it's in this song. It's called We Don't Need No Billionaires. We don't need no billionaires, zillionaires, or trillionaires. What we need is love, sweet love, oh yeah. How much does one person need? I'm talking of need, not of greed. I think there's got to be a limit. We're traveling together on a tiny green planet. Let's make it work for everyone on it. I think it's time we set the record straight, oh yeah. We don't need no billionaires, zillionaires, or trillionaires. What we need is love, sweet love, oh yeah. And we don't want your philanthropy, we're the human society. We can decide what we need together. And we don't want you to buy our election. Make us follow your selection. Our own choices will turn out so much better. Yes, they will. That's why we don't need no billionaires, zillionaires or trillionaires. What we need is love, sweet love. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Now the billionaire over there says, I create the wealth, I create the jobs. Without me, you would all starve. But wait a minute, mister. We're fixing your car, we're shining your shoes, we're teaching your kids, we're growing your food, we're building your plush little world. Mr. Billionaire, you know, we don't need no billionaires, zillionaires or trillionaires. What we need is love, sweet love, oh yeah. Now there's one more thing I've got to say. Cooperation is the name of the game. Selfish grabbing, oh, that's so lame. Mr. Billionaire, you know, we don't need no billionaires, billionaires or trillionaires. What we need is love, sweet love. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you, thank you. I had something wrong with the harmonic. I don't know what was going on. It should have worked. But
While you examine the harmonica, two quick things. You have a positive review from Utah. I just heard from somebody in Utah who was enjoying your set.
Cool.
I was just seeing, it was the first time I had a chance to look at any of the listeners.
Yeah, it's nice to hear back from people.
That's
what
it's nice to know we have listeners and that they are turning it on rather than turning it off.
Yeah,
so.
and you know, like, because I've been doing a lot of live streams. On the live streams, you have a visitor count, and you have, and then you have comments coming in, so you know what's going on. So I like that a lot.
There was one night, I think at the beginning of the pandemic, when it said I had like some absurdly high number of listeners, and it was going like 0800, 0800. It was obviously not working right.
Yeah, it's something wrong. Yeah.
But it's nice to see the number go up and not down.
Yeah,
so
I know that. I know some streamers they don't want to look at the viewer number because then it spooks them out.
Yeah. Well, I think once you get over a certain point, it's probably not important to look anymore. But when you're not taking for granted, which we shouldn't here, that you have a certain number of listeners, it's always encouraging to see more than you're used to. And
yeah.
I had a question. You were talking about two types of songs, and you were also talking about your covers. And I was just wondering whether you have any prepared tonight or not. Do you cover any songs that American audiences might not be familiar with that are better known other places you've lived?
No, because the whole purpose of adding covers to the thing is so that people will recognize them.
Okay.
That's the whole purpose. Otherwise, I can do all my originals. Nobody has ever heard of them.
Okay.
So that's why I've done. In fact, that's one of the things I've learned over the last 2.5 years. Is it's good to have a good amount of covers. Because I went out on tour a few years ago, and I was doing most of my own, and I would have done better if I would have had more familiar stuff.
Well, since you said you have a lot of philosophy behind this, I wanted to give you a chance to maybe explain your choices, so I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, my choices. Well, I have a choice is that I take things which I could put myself in that framework. I'm not going to sing about things which I can't, see myself doing.
So you're not going to sing about your life of baking cakes for I don't know what special occasions. Probably.
Yeah, I try to make also the songs that I pick important also. Yeah. That's
so no novelty, no Purple People Eater.
No, but I'm going to do my next song is a Gordon Lightfoot song.
Oh, I have several listeners who will go nuts for this.
Because it's Early Morning Rain, but I'm doing because his song, he's talking about he's drunk on the runway and all this stuff. That's not in my character. I couldn't do it, but I have the Eva Cassidy lyric version. So, and that's the one which I prefer to use.
He's a national hero in Canada, and I know both Canadians and plenty of Americans who just every time he's on WEF, they get very excited.
Oh, he's great.
Yes.
No
so
question.
I will get out of the way and be quiet, so you can do
Okay.
that.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is In the Early Morning Rain, and one of his most well-known tunes, and it's been recorded by so many different artists, which is the mark of a great song. In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand and an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm a long way from home, and I miss my loved one so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go. Out on runway number 9, big 747 set to go. But I'm stuck here on the ground, where the cold winds blow. You can jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on my way. In the early morning rain, hear that mighty engine roar, see the silver wing on high. She's away in westward bound, far above the clouds she'll fly, where the morning rain don't fall, and the sun always shines. She'll be flying past my home in about 3 hours' time. In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand and an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm a long way from home, and I miss my loved one so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go. In the early morning rain, with no place to go. In the early morning rain, with no place to go. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You're a fine audience. Okay, next song, I have another familiar song. Oh no, next song is not a familiar song. Next song is a song that I wrote. I'm going to try my luck again with the harmonica. So far I haven't been doing good, but next one, hope is better. Next one is topical song because it's about war and peace. And we have war going on now. And back in 1993, some of you younger persons won't remember this incident, but then President Clinton tried to bring some peace in the Middle East, and he had the leader of the Palestinians, Yasser Arafat, and he had the Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin together for a peace conference. And Rabin actually he was a soldier his whole life, and he's fed up with it, and he really had a heartfelt change. And he just got out on the lawn. He said, "Enough of blood, enough of tears." And so my next song is called "No More Blood, No More Tears," based on that. I hope you like it. I'd like to make the bitter sweet, trying to see the world complete. Sometimes I wonder when the job will be done. We'll fix this globe for everyone. There'll be no more blood and no more tears, an end to strife, an end to fear. No more blood, no more tears, an end to strife, an end to fear. Can't you see we missed the boat? We're in the deep and must sink or float. Some say it'll always be like this. I don't buy it and continue to wish for no more blood, no more tears, an end to strife, an end to fear. No more blood, no more tears, an end to strife, an end to fear. The raging storm will one day end. The long-time foe will be our friend. In a bit of time, we'll see the light. Sort the mess, set everything right. There'll be no more blood, no more tears, an end to strife, an end to fear. No more blood, no more tears, an end to strife, an end to fear. No more blood, no more tears, an end to strife, an end to fear. No more blood, no more tears, an end to strife, an end to fear. Okay, that's no more blood, no more tears. And I hope we reach that point someday. If my words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung, would you hear my voice coming through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are broken. Perhaps they're better left unsung. I don't know. Don't really care. Let there be songs to fill the air. Ripple in still water when there is no pebble tossed, nor wind to blow. Reach out your hand. If your cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be again. Let it be known there is a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Rippling still water, when there is no pebble tossed, nor wind to blow. You who choose to lead must follow. But if you fall alone. If you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. La la la, la 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 la, la da 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 da, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. That was Ripple. It's not the wine, but the nice song from the Grateful Dead. Next one coming up is also from the new album. It's on one of my social songs. And it's called We Don't Need No Corporations, Do We? So, and it's a song which I say, you may not agree with it now, but one day I think you will. That's my opinion. It's my considered opinion. So. And actually, this song, I've taken a folk tune called This Train. It's a gospel song. I'm using the tune. So Woody Guthrie has used that tune for his This Train is Bound for Glory. But now I'm using it for We Don't Need No Corporations, Do We? So some of you might recognize the tune, which is, I believe, in the public domain. So I'm not in trouble yet. Here we go. We don't need no corporations, do we? We don't need no exploitation, do we? We want our right to live and thrive just as long as we're alive. We don't need no corporations, do we? I can vote for the president, but not the boss. That's not democracy, and that's my loss. Here's something better, you'll one day agree. Let's run everything cooperatively. Let the workers in their place guide their fate. Give them a voice, give them a stake. They become the owners and managers too. Prosperity will flow to me and you. That's why we don't need no corporations, do we? We don't need no exploitation, do we? We want our right to live and thrive as long as we're alive. We don't need no corporations, do we? time to kick the traitors from the temple. Let's do it. Let's bid farewell to the wheeler deals. Let's do it. Let's watch the tide of cooperation open the door to our liberation. We don't need no corporations, do we? We don't need no exploitation, do we? We don't need no speculation, do we? We don't need no corporations, do we? We don't need no corporations. That's my opinion, anyway.
I discovered, well, technically, I think WEFT is a corporation, but hopefully we get an exemption there.
Yeah, okay. Now we're talking about profit-making corporations.
Sure. Yeah, we definitely don't make a profit.
Yeah.
I learned something very interesting as a result of our conversation. I decided to look up Ripple, and Robert Hunter, when he wrote it in 1970, he wrote it with a bottle of wine, but it was actually a very nice Greek wine. It was not Ripple.
Okay, yeah.
And apparently the song is widely known to people who weren't already fans of the Grateful Dead. It was popularized in the 1985 movie Mask.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, it's always interesting to me, the different paths through which people, they might know a song through you, or they might know it through a Cher movie, or they might know it through already being fans of the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
But it touches people, either way. So
Yeah. Okay, so next, I
Yes.
got another song from the album coming up.
Yeah, how many songs are on it?
There are 11 tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do all of them tonight.
Okay.
So this next one is it's a very mystical song. It's so mystical that most people won't understand that because it's trying to tell how the origin of this world comes and then what our part in this and where we're going and how we end up, and all in just 3 sparse verses. So if you miss something, then you have to go back to go to my YouTube channel, and I have some classes about this.
Okay.
It's a deep subject, but it's about this mystery of this world. Yeah, and it's called "Float on the Waves of Bliss." I hope you like it. It's a strange, strange world that we live in. One becomes many, many become one. It's a dance of Shiva and Shakti, weaving the fabric of the world. Unravel the thread, unravel the mystery, become one with the weaver. Unravel the thread, unravel the mystery, and float on the waves of bliss. Float on the waves of bliss. 'Cause we're moving along through time and space, not sure where we are going. We're moving along from place to place. The river of life keeps flowing. This great big world is a soundstage, many sounds becoming one. Listen to the sound, merge in the sound, float on the waves of bliss. Listen to the sound, merge in the sound, float on the waves of bliss. Float on the waves of bliss. Float on the waves of bliss. It's a strange, strange world that we live in. One becomes many, many become one. It's a dance of Shiva and Shakti, weaving the fabric of the world. Unravel the thread, unravel the mystery, become one with the weaver. Unravel the thread, unravel the mystery, float on the waves of bliss. Float on the waves of bliss. float on the waves of bliss. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, next song is something that many people have heard. And probably when Todd comes back, he'll explain all many sources, places where they heard it. I heard it after it was popular, because when I was traveling abroad, I didn't keep in touch with American music so much. But this is called I Can See Clearly Now. And it's by Johnny Nash, and it was covered by Jimmy Cliff, and I think other people too. So it's a very popular song. It's a very inspirational song. So that's also one of the reasons why I chose it. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain has gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue sky. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue sky. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, oh yeah, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Okay, I can see clearly now.
You actually went ahead and volunteered just about everything I had to add, but what I would like to add, unrelated, is I don't think we're telling people enough who you are, because that's one of the most important takeaways.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Why not?
Yes.
That's why I'm here.
So your name?
Dada Veda. Actually, the full name is Veda Pragyananda, but you know, it's too much
Is there
Sanskrit.
somewhere? Is it written somewhere that I could?
Yeah,
look it up?
it's on my website.
Okay.
DadaVeda.com. So people can find out a lot about me on my website as a whole bio section, you know, biography. Yeah.
And what I know India has over 300 languages, so I wouldn't even.
Well, that's Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. Thank you. That's
the name is Sanskrit. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so that's what I am, and I'm here in East Urbana, and it's in a very nice countryside location. It's called Anandalina. It's like a kind of an ashram. And we give classes, although lately everything's been kind of suspended. We're doing more stuff online than in person. So
could you explain to people who don't know what an ashram is?
Oh, ashram is a hermit. It's a place where a yogi lives. Actually, that's the real name.
Thank you.
That's really what the real meaning of the term is.
And so, and how long have you consistently been in Urbana?
I've been since 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Well, it sounds like you've had a long career if you were out of the country when I Can See Clearly now was a hit.
Yeah.
Either time, because it was hit in 72 and again in 93. So as
Oh,
you
well,
pointed
I
out.
was in the country in 72, but from 72 to 75, I was so immersed in what I was doing that I tuned off the music a little bit. So
It hit this room last week.
Oh, I can see clearly now, did?
Yeah, Jake did it.
You know, last week seems like such a long time ago already.
oh, if I'd known that Jake had done it, then I wouldn't do it.
No, I'm glad you went ahead and did it. I mean, what is it? People have to hear a song more than once usually. I've heard songs once where I, went out and bought them after I heard them once, but
And anyway, my version would be different from his.
yes,
That's sure.
I think maybe even a different key. So
Yeah, I mean, it's Jake Fava, right?
no, Jake, we had him earlier.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh,
yeah, we were joking last week that we had another Jake, back to back.
Oh, I don't know that.
So
Yeah,
yes,
I
McNamara.
don't know him. So anyway, I'm sure his version was different from mine. No problem.
I did, and the two Jakes are friends. So
Yeah, okay, great.
right. We need. Do we have another Dada?
I don't think so.
You're it for now.
Okay.
What do you have next?
What do I have next?
Yeah.
What do I have next? I have a song which has a very interesting origin.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on a Vedic story from the ancient texts of India. There was once one very scholarly guy, but he was like inert. He didn't do much. He's great in his mind, but he's more in theory than in practice. And his father really got mad at him, and told him that he has to get off his butt. So his father said, "You see, you have to move. You can't just say, because when you say sleeping, then also your prospects, your hopes, your fortune, or we use the word fate in the song, is sleeping. So you have to get up. You have to start moving. You have to do something." And he said, "You look at the laborers, the people who have the sweat on their brow. For God, that sweat of labor is like a crown of jewels. So you should emulate that. And then and when you do that, then you leave behind all superstition and the dark ages of, what people think of, what we're fated to do, and you can do something great in the world." So that's what the name of the song is about. It's called "You Got to Move On." Got to get the right key. When you lie, excuse me. Like I said, I have to get the right key. Okay, here we go. When you lie like a lump, your fate lies sleeping. Get up and move on and stop the weeping. Sit up and get up. Fate will awake. Move on, it makes the world shake. With the sweat of your brow like diamonds on a crown, you got to move on, you got to move on. Leave the dark age behind, hold your fate in your hand. Move on, it's time to make your stand. No need to check the stars or look in a mirror. Your future is bright, your future is bright. Get up and sit up, your fate will awake. Move on, let's make the world shake. When you lie like a lump, your fate lies sleeping. Get up and move on and stop the weeping. Sit up and get up, your fate will awake. Move on, let's make the world shake. No need to check the stars or look in a mirror. Your future is bright, your future is bright. Get up and sit up, let's set things right. We're gonna change the world, we're gonna start it tonight. We're gonna change the world, we're gonna start it tonight. That's you got to move on. Thank you. You got to move on. So that's also on the new album, but the album version is much better. I have some really nice orchestration with that, and I recommend that. You check that out, and it's really an outstanding track. I didn't do it enough justice right now. Time flies. I see I have time for a few more songs. And we're going to do...
I did not want to interrupt your introduction to the last song, but I was thinking this next song and then an encore. So maybe two more? Does that work?
Yeah, two more we can do.
And we can talk in between if you want.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next song is Moon Shadow, Cat Stevens. I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and a hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my legs, I won't moan and I won't beg. As if I ever lose my legs, I won't have to walk no more. And if I ever lose my eyes, all my colors all run dry. As if I ever lose my eyes, I won't have to cry no more. I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and a hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow, lose my land, as if I ever lose my hands, I won't have to work no more. And if I ever lose my mouth, all my teeth, north and south, as if I ever lose my mouth, I won't have to talk. Did it take long to find me? I asked the faithful light. Did it take long to find me? Are you gonna stay the night? Oh, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and a hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Moon shadow, 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 moon shadow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Am I correct? That was Ben Morrison?
Cat Stevens, my God.
Okay.
Cat,
This is why I like to...
yeah, Cat Stevens, yeah.
yes. What name is he going by now? It's not...
Yusuf Islam.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm much less familiar with his material as Cat Steve. No, that's not true. So
Yeah.
yes. So anyhow, I'm thinking Astral Weeks probably.
Oh, no. This is from his album Teaser and the Firecat, which recently celebrated its 50th
oh my goodness, I feel old.
anniversary. Yeah.
So let us, before your last song tonight, anything you want to sum up or maybe talk about your album some more?
Well, yeah, I'd really advise, you can't hear all the tracks right now because it's pre-released, but one of the tracks is available up on bandcamp.com, dadaveda.bandcamp.com. So one of the tracks is available. And also actually two tracks, We Don't Need No Billionaires and We Don't Need No Corporations, were released as singles, so they're available on the streaming services. Yeah, we don't need no corporations, do we? And we don't need no billionaires. They're out in in the streaming services. Yeah.
As I said, I look forward to the CD, and could you just plug your web presence again so that people can find your various things?
Yeah, dadaveda.com, DADAVEDA.com.
And does that link to the YouTube and the...
Yeah, all links to YouTube and many socials are there.
Okay.
Yeah, Facebook and whatever.
Well, it's been great, and I look forward to this last song, and I would just encourage people to stay tuned for another hour of music. I think I'm going to start it off with a couple of songs that I wanted to play last week and did not have time, so there's time tonight. And, I hope people will keep listening and keep enjoying.
Okay, I'm going to do a song which I did last time. I checked, back on what I did. But it's a song which is one of my signature songs. It's a song called Love is the Best, originally written for children, but I found that people all over the world of all ages, they kind of like it. So I hope that you guys will like it. I was walking down my street, looking for folks to greet, skipping through the park, happy as a lark. Then I looked up to the sky, watching the clouds on high. I knew it was time to fly. That's why I love you. I love me. I love you. I love me. Love is the best. Love is the best. I was sailing through the seas, catching the ocean's breeze, twisting with the wind, watching the clouds roll in. Then I saw your shining face, breaking through the haze, brightening up my days. That's why I love you. I love me. I love you. I love me. Love is the best. Love is the best. I was strumming on my guitar, gazing at a distant star, humming a simple tune, hoping to see you soon. Then I heard your calling song. It carried me along with your love so strong. That's why everyone sing, I love you. I love me. I love you. I love me. Love is the best. Love is the best. Love is the best. Love is the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. As they say in the cartoons, that's all, folks.